In the previous video you could see this Chevrolet Corvette C706, and now you're gonna see this.
Today we have this Lamborghini Murciélago LP 640 with atmosphere 6.5 liter V12.
This car is over 50% made out of carbon, which contains fully carbon front hood, engine covers, side diffuser, side steps, mirrors, and of course carbon ceramic brakes. It also has a huge downforce thanks to this side air intake, which moves like thousands of kilos of air through the hour, and this intake also opens when it needs to cool down, or when it needs to even slow down, maybe thanks to downforce. And also when you're looking from the front you can see these bat wings, at least that's how it looks like, and also it's named after that, Murciélago. In Spanish it's a bat basically.
We bought it in 2012 and it came here from Dubai.
And the Murciélago is also last model before Audi bought the Lamborghini company.
This interior is most rare in Murciélago because it has these squares, custom steering wheel, custom floor mats, and this logo in seats. If James Bond would have a Lambo, he would have this one, because Murciélago have this secret display. Also, this car has a front active suspension, activated with this button. For a lot of years I have a little friend here, and his name is Jake. Murciélago is a real OG supercar and doesn't start with a push a button, but he has an OG.
As we warm up the car for the 0 to 60 miles per hour run, I'm gonna tell you some details about this specific model. And somewhere in this video you'll find out what happened to our car while making this video. This Murciélago is first model introduced after the facelift produced between 2006 and 2010, featuring a larger engine with increased displacement, which results in greater horsepower. The previous model, the Lamborghini Murciélago LP580-4, was produced from 2001 to 2006. Our 2008 Murciélago features a 640 horsepower engine with 660 Nm of torque, capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds. The performance we're excited to test today. This is a significant improvement over the previous model, which achieved 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.8 seconds. The 640 showcases more aggressive styling compared to the LP580, with larger air intakes, updated side skirts, a different gear ratio, and enhanced exhaust system, notably the Murciélago all-wheel drive system and 6-speed semi-automatic transmission with manual gearbox and automatic clutch are among its most remarkable features. Our model has 40,000 kilometers on the odometer, and we're the second owner. The car originally traveled from Dubai through Russia in 2013, before being sold in Germany with only 3,000 kilometers, or 1,800 freedom units. We bought it as soon as it arrived in Germany. You can spot our car at many car meets, although they are mostly within Czech Republic, since this is in a Mercedes S-Class designed for comfortable long-distance drives. When we do travel more than 200 kilometers to a destination, we even use earplugs to protect our ears from the roar of an engine. Fun fact: Lamborghini advises owners not to listen to the radio while driving, recommending instead that they focus on the engine sounds to time gear changes perfectly. On the engine cover, you'll find the phrase Ordine di Accessione, not sure if I said that right, along with a bunch of numbers of firing order for each cylinder in the engine. No other V12 legend sounds quite as thrilling as a Murciélago. Accessing parts in this car can be challenging. For instance, to change a rear light bulb, you have to remove the wheel arches, and rear bumper. If you need to take out the transmission, the entire roof has to come off, along with many other components. It's not exactly easy to repair. Engine weighs 240 kilos. Its deburgering lap time is impressive 7 minutes and 47 seconds. Maximum speed we have hit was at 350 km per hour the day we bought it. We never had a problem with this car except in the year 2022, when we had to send our Murciélago to Prague for a sensor repair for the transmission, and they were not sure how to handle it and ended up sending the car to Austria. Since then we haven't had any problems, until today. But now let's cover some background on this incredible machine in general. We didn't go into much detail about the name Murciélago earlier, so let's dig a little bit deeper. While the car design does have a bat-like appearance, the true origin of the name comes from legendary fighting bull from Navarra. This bull, known for its remarkable endurance, survived the bull ring and was eventually given to Don Antonio Miura. It was from this very specimen that Miura bred his famous bulls, known for their agility, strength, and ferocity, qualities that perfectly represents the Lamborghini spirit today. Another legendary Lamborghini model, the Miura, is named directly after Don Antonio Miura himself, but we're not gonna talk about the Miura today. As Luke mentioned, the Murciélago holds a special place in Lamborghini history. It is the last true Lamborghini masterpiece before the company's collaboration with Audi, making it pure expression of brand's heritage. And now, let's get to the 0 to 60 miles per hour run. Now for some reason you can see we've hit 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds and we had no idea why, probably due to what's gonna happen next. But first, let's try one more time. At this point Lucas is coming back to try this one more time. And we wanted to try if we can do launch like you can see on this video that we've seen on YouTube. And we'll see if it's gonna work out. Well, that didn't work out very well. In fact, it was even slower, 0 to 60 in 6.4 seconds. At this point we decided to just go home and wrap it up. But then this happened. We hit the maximum RPM, tried to shift into second gear, but it dropped into neutral instead. So we had to pull over. We tried to calibrate the transmission and start again. Luckily it started, so we tried to shift into gear, but it refused. So we tried again, and again, and then nothing happened. Our friend came to the scene and tried to help us roll the car down the hill, but even though the car said it was in neutral, it wasn't. Clearly, something was wrong with the transmission. I went to get some clothes because it started to be cold outside. Meanwhile, Lucas was calling some tow trucks, but none of them had the balls to use the crane to lift the car onto their tow truck. While I was coming back, Lucas managed to get the Murci out of the gear and roll the car downhill. So now we could tow it behind another car. But we didn't have the thingy for towing, you know, that little thing, you know, you can see that on the screen. Although people stopping by trying to help, none of them had the right piece to tow the car. While I was using my light equipment to make a police car after the Murciélago, someone actually came up with the right equipment, and we finally got home safely. Now we have to get the Murciélago to the mechanic and we're gonna figure out what's wrong. Also, don't forget to subscribe because many of you don't even have a sub, and we're gonna make a video about our Formula 1 really soon.